Have you ever tried on a shade of lipstick that just makes your face come alive? And then you try on a shade that's like that, close to it, but instead you look washed out, tired, or just bleh. Well, there's a reason for that, and it has to do with the surface tone and undertones of your skin. Okay, so if you're sitting there and you're like, what did you just say? Surface tones, undertones, I don't even know what's going on. Don't worry about it. That is what I'm here for. So the surface tone of your skin is how you would just basically describe it. Would you describe your skin as ivory, light, medium, tan, or dark? Bada bing, bada boom, there is your surface tone. Now your undertone of your skin is a little bit different of a story to figure out. You see, you can have the same surface skin tone as other people, but have a totally different undertone. And that's why a lipstick that might look good on your friend, who might also be fair-skinned, looks wretched on you and you don't know why. There are three main types of undertones. Cool undertones have a pink, red, or blue undertone to it, whereas warm undertones have yellow, peachy, golden undertones. And neutral has a mix. So let's find out your undertones. The first thing you're going to do is take a look at the veins in your wrists in natural light. You might be like, why? Doesn't everyone's look the same? They don't. If you have cooler undertones, the veins in your wrists are going to look more blue. If you have warmer undertones, the veins in your wrists are going to look a little bit more green. And if it's hard to tell, you have neutral undertones. Another easy way to figure your undertone is to figure out which jewelry makes you look best. Now you might like gold and silver or platinum jewelry, but which one really stands out best on your skin type? If you are wearing silver jewelry most of the time, it's because you have cooler undertones. If you wear gold most of the time, you have warmer undertones, and if you can get away with both, once again, you're neutral. This next test is one of my favorites. I want you to take a look at the clothes in your closet. Do you have a lot of jewel tones? Do you have a lot of black? Or just pure white? If so, you have more of a cool tone skin. If you rock off-whites and more earthy tones, you're more likely to have warm tone skin. The last tip I have is about what happens to you if you go out into the sunshine. If you went out without a lot of sunscreen on, would you burn? Would you tan? Would you burn then tan? If right off the bat you'd tan, it's because you more likely have warm undertones. If you were on the flip side and were to burn right away, and you're like a vampire and you shy away from the sun, it's because more likely you have cooler undertones. If you burn and then that magically turns into a tan, you're neutral. So hopefully with these tips, you've been able to determine what your skin's undertone is. Now, the next set of videos that I'm going to be sharing with you are going to help you find your best nude, your best pink, and your best red. But I want to make sure that you know that this is by no means incredibly black and white. Like, you must wear these kind and you must not wear these kind. The great thing about makeup is that you get to play with it. You get to experiment with it. This video series is to really help those of you who feel like you've been a little bit lost when trying to determine which lip color best suits you, which is going to make you look alive and fresh and wonderfully confident out into the world. So if you find a lip color that isn't necessarily on the list that I'm saying is best for your skin type, don't worry, don't chuck it, still love it. That's okay. You can totally still mix your different lip colors, but this video series is here to be a guide. So thanks so much for learning about different colors, and stay tuned for the next video.